So, what is the dark web? The dark web really is a section or a place on the internet. It's the same internet that we all use, really where the bad guys hang out. You could think of it as the back alleys and the underground tunnels, where the malicious and the bad guys hang out, right? Still just a component of the internet. But there are resources, there are forums, there are marketplaces for, buying and trading, user information, data, credit card information, the tools with which, the bad guys can hack and crack and, break into systems, or even the ransomware modules that they can then deploy to your network and hold you for that ransom, right? So there's services, there's people, there's talent, there's data, there's information, there's the how-tos, really all of this stuff, just in hidden corners of the internet, right, that the bad guys have access to and the areas that they play around in. And this is where they're kind of able to, hone their craft and be able to do this damaging work to businesses and organizations such as ourselves. And it's not just one guy in a hoodie hanging out in his basement doing this stuff. There are businesses and organizations that are, heavily employed and heavily financed to go and do this bad, malicious work. And it's because they've been able to get at so much data, so much information, and be paid in these ransoms and these, cyber insurance payoffs that, their business is growing and they're able to continue doing these things. And one of the ways that we can help monitor what's going on in the dark web is really looking for a red flag that our personal information is out there, right? So we have one tool that will constantly watch the dark web, and what it's looking for is typically your business email address, right? And it will throw a flag and say, hey, we found this information on the dark web, and not only did we find your email address, this was the password that we found with it, or this was some personal information on you, or maybe even a credit card. And what typically is happening is during these breaches of, say, LinkedIn or Canva or whatever the service may have been that was breached, and all of that data was extracted, then we see that red flag pop that, hey, you were listed in this. And there's nothing that we can do to take it away or, erase it or anything like that. It's just more about being aware that, hey, my username and my password from this site was leaked, and now I can never use that username and password ever again, because the bad guys will try it in other places, such as your email address, your banking account, your Facebook, whatever it might be.